So 5 years ago today, the Walt Disney Company lost someone who was probably one of the sweetest and kindest individuals in the company's history. Although I personally did not learn about it until 2 days later, the moment I found out remains with me to this day. I remember walking from the basement to the top floor of my house, and my mom said, "I want to talk to you." She took me aside and told me the devastating news. The words I remember her saying were, "I heard on the news today that the voice of Minnie Mouse passed away." Of course, since I've been learning more about Mickey and his friends, I knew exactly who she was talking about. "No, Russi Taylor?" I remember saying, and she told me, "Yeah." Immediately after, I went on my computer searching it up to process the event. And of course, news articles and videos were immediately popping up. It was truly an unforgettable moment for me. Just hearing how the Minnie Mouse of my childhood was now gone was something I would never forget. Fast forward to the present, I now have this amazing YouTube channel where I can talk about not only Mickey Mouse, but his pals too and the people who helped create them, and Russi is no exception. So I dedicate this whole video to Russi, and I'm going to go over her story of how she landed the role of Minnie Mouse. So why don't we just get this video started, shall we? Roll 'em!
Okie doke, here we go, folks. I'm impressed.
Russi was born on May 4th, 1944 in Cambridge, Massachusetts. She was a very private person, so unfortunately we don't know a lot about her personal life. What we do know is that she had a magical interaction at Disneyland when she was a kid. After getting off of the Mark Twain riverboat with her mom and brother, Russi and her family went to buy some popcorn, and after purchasing it, Russi saw someone sitting on a bench. And that someone was Walt Disney. Russi and her family went to introduce themselves and share their popcorn with Walt. During their conversation, Walt asked Russi what she wanted to do when she grew up, and she replied, "I want to work for you." Walt responded, "Okay." And since Disney is so magical, Russi would be in for a real treat many years later. Around the 70s, Russi returned to America after spending several years in Europe where she would do film dubbing and on-camera work. Russi considered doing more on-camera work back in America, but she realized it was not for her. Russi would soon find her career after seeing the name Tiffany in a certain tone, and it was then that she realized that she wanted to follow the path of Mel Blanc.
I came back to the United States in the mid or late 70s. I'm not even sure when I came back. I had been gone for about 8.5 years, and I was auditioning on camera, and honestly, I don't like on-camera work. I don't feel comfortable with it. And all of a sudden, I had this epiphany. I thought, I want to do what Mel Blanc does. That's what I want. And the weirdest thing was that right away I started working. It was like a miracle. Like, oh, the universe said, oh, voiceover, that's a good idea. Let's make that happen.
Russi started her voice acting career with Toys R Us commercials, portraying Jeffrey the Giraffe's wife Gigi and their daughter, Baby G.
Looking for a model kit, chest set, doll? Coming for game time, playtime, fun time.
Well, stop your looking and start to shopping at the store that has them all.
On the note of babies, Russi's next role was on The Mary Tyler Moore Show as Ted and Georgette's baby.
Uncle, wasn't something I said. Don't take it personally, Mary. No, I wouldn't do that.
This was where her career would really start to take off. In an interview with Variety, Russi explained how she landed the role. Her agent convinced the show's producers to let her audition after they initially requested a demo tape, which Russi did not have. I go in and one of the producers said, "Okay, let me hear it." And I asked, "Why is the baby crying?" He said, "What?" And I explained that babies have different cries for different things. So he said, "Well, it's scared." I said, "Okay, and how old is the baby?" "What do you mean, how old is the baby? It's a baby." I said, "A newborn sounds different from other babies." I finally got all my information, and he looked at me like I was nuts. I started doing this cry, and from the other room, I heard these women, "Oh, the baby's here, let's go look at the baby." They come running into the room and said, "Where's the baby?" I said, "I'm over here." The producer leaned into his desk and said, "Can you be here tomorrow at 9?" Because Russi did an excellent job of portraying the baby on the show, she ended up acquiring the roles of other babies. These include Pac-Baby on the Pac-Man show, and Baby Gonzo on the Muppet Babies, who became Russi's first long-lasting role.
It's a drive-in theater, Nanny. Pull up a car and watch the show.
Thank you, Gonzo, but I'll just sit on the couch, okay?
Okay.
Russi's naturally high voice also helped her acquire these roles and many others. Russi was the original voice for Strawberry Shortcake.
We've got a plan, Berry Princess, but there's no time to explain.
I'm ready for anything, Strawberry.
Good, but we've got to work fast.
Pebbles Flintstone on the Flintstone Comedy Show,
Sounds like the ghost of Bronto Billy. But where?
Birdie in the McDonald Lane commercials,
Time to wake up.
Oh, I dreamt we all could fly and I didn't even crash.
Good time, great taste of McDonald's.
and Rose Dust, Cupcake, and Morning Glory in the original My Little Pony series.
As Rose Dust, Queen of the Flutter Ponies, I proclaim this day Sun Tuesday.
Perfection is not something to be rushed, Gusty. But wouldn't it be more fun to fly gracefully through the sky and play with your friends in the white puffy clouds?
Around this time would be when the Disney magic would come in. For a while, Minnie Mouse did not have a lot of dialogue, which is why you don't hear her speak in Mickey's Christmas Carol, as the people at Disney did not know that she could. To prevent Minnie from becoming an irrelevant character, an audition was held for the voice of Minnie for an upcoming television special, and nearly 200 people attended the audition, one of them being Russi. I wonder. Hey Russi, would you like to explain how you got the role?
I prepped by listening to the 30s and 40s Minnie and tried to find a combination of the two because there was just a little slight difference, and I tried to find a blend, which I seem to have done, and I just had a grand old time. But then they wanted to know if I could improvise as Minnie, because I guess it's, are you really her? And if you can improvise and so on. And I remember just, rolling my eyes for a second and thinking, I'll do the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. And I did, and cracked up everybody. Everybody laughed really hard. It's like, let's see.
Oh! Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on for. Fain, deny what I have spoke. But farewell, comfort. Dost thou love me? Well, of course thou dost.
Wow, that's amazing. And just from that, Russi became the voice of Minnie Mouse.
Oh, be mine. Oh, be mine. Oh, be mine.
Russi was first heard as Minnie in DTV's Doggone Valentine in 1987.
Hello? Hello? Mickey? Is that you, Mickey? Oh! Pluto? Will you please put Mickey on? Huh? Mickey?
Huh? What? Huh? Oh, hello? Minnie?
What's the matter with you?
What do you mean?
Our show isn't just about love. It's about dogs and cats having fun.
Gosh, I guess you're right.
Let's see how the Aristocats love to rock out.
Which was later followed by Totally Minnie in 1988.
Oh, well. So much for special effects.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it, and nobody like me. I actually get to meet Minnie Mouse.
Relax. I used to think I was a nobody, too.
This not only changed the life of Minnie as it was her big reintroduction, but it also changed Russi's life too. While Russi was recording her lines for Minnie, she met an individual named Wayne Allwine, who in case you don't know him by name, you will definitely know him by his voice.
Hey everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse. Say, you want to come inside my clubhouse? Well, all right, let's go.
Yep, Wayne was the voice of Mickey, and when he had to record some of Mickey's dialogue, he briefly got to meet Russi. Wayne told Russi that he was excited that he was finally going to have a Minnie to voice with, and after Russi replied saying that it was exciting, Wayne went off. Both Wayne and Russi were already married at the time. Russi states, "I didn't know that he was unhappy, and he didn't know that I was unhappy." As the years went on and they continued working on other projects, Wayne and Russi became closer friends.
We were working on a project with Bill Farmer, something that we had hoped to do for Radio Disney. And anyway, she noticed one night that I wasn't going home. And I noticed that she wasn't going home. And we just went out to eat to talk about the project we were actually writing. And I got to know her better.
It was just a total friendship. The next thing you knew, we were just sort of like always together. And
yeah, we're together all the time. We're just a couple.
In 1991, after their respective marriages ended, Wayne and Russi got married in Hawaii, meaning that Mickey and Minnie were married in real life, which is absolutely beautiful.
Happy anniversary, Minnie.
You're so romantic.
While Russi was best known for her role as Minnie, she also lent her voice to other characters for Disney. Some of her other roles included Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Webby on DuckTales, where she impressively performed all 4 voices at once.
I'm just curious, what was it like to voice? I mean, not only to voice 4 characters for one show, but I'm sure that there were episodes where it was basically just an entire half hour of you, right?
Yeah, pretty much, I suppose. I mean, the fun thing was I used to, because of saving time, I used to do them in real time, and it was so much fun. But the only thing with the nephews is sometimes I do the wrong duck.
Okay.
You know, sometimes instead of doing, I'm supposed to be doing Huey, but then out comes Dewey, and then Louie's up here, and sometimes I get the wrong duck depending on what's on the page. But mostly I know which one goes where.
Right.
I used to mark my scripts in color.
Okay.
That was. I mean, you said you were doing it all in real time. So does that mean you didn't do all of Huey's lines and then all of Dewey's? So if they were the 3 of them having a conversation, you would just go back and forth in real time?
Yeah. I'm not the only person in the world who can do that. If you ever watch Frank Welker work, you would think that there were 17 people in the room and it's just one guy.
Yeah, but with the nephews, because they're all so similar and the differences among them is very subtle. I think a lot of viewers might not even get it, but it must be incredibly confusing to have to go back and forth.
No, it's really not.
And that's why you're the professional who gets paid the big
She's
bucks.
been doing it. She's been doing it all this time. So.
by the time we got to DuckTales, I had them down. And they had me, too.
Hey, these aren't cats. There's something familiar about this junk. Let's put it together. Hey, do you see what I see? Yeah, it's a super suit. Yeah, like the one Gizmo Duck wears, only smaller. Let's try it on. It won't go. It must be broken. I'm gonna tell Uncle Scrooge what we found.
Russi also provided voices for The Simpsons, which is now owned by Disney. Some of her notable roles on the show were the twins Sherry and Terry.
Look at him. I bet he didn't study again. And now he's gonna try to kiss up and get answers from us. He's pathetic.
Uter, the foreign exchange student.
Lunch lady, please to have another sloppy Jimbo. Das ist gut, right?
And Martin Prince.
That's me. I'm just as unpopular with the ladies as I am with the chaps.
Yeah, right. Anyway, do you want to do something after school?
It's a date. Everyone, Bart and I would like to announce that we are friends.
Additionally, she provided her voice for Drizella and the Fairy Godmother in the Cinderella sequels.
Salakadoola, menchikaboola, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Put them together and what have you got? Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Oh, you're right. It is yours.
Fauna, one of the fairies from Sleeping Beauty in various projects.
Today, we are going to learn one of my favorite spells, turning a rock into a ruby.
Clara Cluck in various Mickey Mouse projects.
We brought your soon-to-be chickadee a few gifts.
Marcia and Minnie, not to be confused with regular Minnie, and Cutles on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Hi, I'm Toodles. What's your name?
My name is Toodles. Thank you so much for coming, Minnie. Oh, it's so good to meet you. I feel like I know you already. Oh, I feel the same way.
Muhanga and Mbuni in the Lion Guard,
Bunga the Wise, how can I keep from being scared whenever I see a hyena?
That's easy. Just...
Thanks.
You took our stuff without asking. You're thieves.
and many more. Russi's final television role was in the revival of DuckTales in the episode Last Christmas, where she played a younger version of Donald Duck.
I say go, but you say stay. You can't tell me what to do. Don't understand a word I say. So furry on you!
Uncle Donald?
Who are you? How much did you hear? Did you like it? Answer me!
Russi had many different roles throughout her career, but she considered Minnie to be her favorite, largely due to Wayne and the memory she had with him before his passing in 2009.
I have to tell you, Minnie is my favorite character of all the characters I do, but that's mostly because of Wayne, you know, and well, no, it's not mostly because of Wayne. A lot of that is because of Wayne. I love Minnie so much. She's such a wonderful, wonderful character. But Wayne and I used to have so much fun together. You know, so that's a beautiful memory for me.
Russi voiced Minnie for 33 years, which is longer than all of Minnie's previous voice actors and actresses combined. She provided Minnie's voice in every television series, movie, video game, album, toy, audiobook, commercial, and theme park attraction. Voicing Minnie helped Russi win 3 awards: the Disney Legend Award in 2008 alongside Wayne, Best Vocal Ensemble in a Video Game for Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance in 2012, and Best Vocal Ensemble in a Children's Educational Television Series for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in 2013. Unfortunately, as you know why I'm making this video, Russi passed away due to colon cancer on July 26, 2019 in her home in Glendale, California at the age of 75. Exactly 5 years ago today. Russi's last time voicing Minnie was for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, where she recorded all her lines before her passing. Russi was overflowed with kindness and generosity towards her co-workers. Gary Marsh, the former president and chief creative officer of Disney-branded television, stated that Russi was every bit as sweet, effusive, stylish, and fun-loving as the Minnie Mouse character she voiced. Throughout her illustrious career, and certainly for the dozens of characters she played for us on Disney Junior and Disney Channel, she approached her work with meticulous and loving care, ensuring that every character she created was embraced and adored by generations of viewers. She was a wonderful person and friend to everyone at Disney Television Animation, and we extend our deepest sympathies to her family and loved ones. Bill Farmer, the voice of Goofy, said Russi was as close as family, as wonderful, funny, and sweet as Minnie Mouse, and as talented yet humble as you would expect. Brett Iwan, the current voice of Mickey, also recalls his experience with Russi when he was taking over Wayne's role.
You know, I never had the chance to meet Wayne. I auditioned to be his understudy is how I came into this whole thing. And after he passed away, it took a while, understandably so, for me to even, or for Russi to even be ready to meet me. And I just remember the day I was told, like, oh, Russi wants to come meet you after your session today. So, you know, nerve-wracking. And I remember I was waiting in the green room and I heard this voice coming down the hallway, and it was just Russi, but it was unmistakably Minnie. Like she was Minnie Mouse. And in Bob's statement, you know, he said Minnie lost her voice, and it's so true. That meeting was wonderful. We both cried. She gave me the biggest hug, and that kind of started a great relationship. I feel so fortunate, and if I can be hokey and say blessed, I'm going to say blessed. I felt so blessed to have known her for 10 years, to be able to call her my friend. You know, Russi was there if I ever had any questions, if I needed some advice, if I needed mentoring. I could always call or I could text her and she would get back to me. And I did that several times because over 10 years, I've run into a lot of difficult situations when it comes to voicing Mickey, and no one knew that world better than she did, having been married to Wayne for so long, and her herself voicing Minnie. So lucky to have her to just lend an ear when I needed it. You know, we would we'd have dinner together every once in a while. We'd go out for burgers and jazz, and she'd tell me all about Wayne, and I'd get to know him that way, since I never got to meet him myself. And I just feel so fortunate and so lucky to have known her and to call her my friend. But yeah, we're at a real loss, because it'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. And I'm gonna miss seeing her at the end of a recording session, and she would typically say, "Okay, sweetie, now go be amazing." and I will hear that voice every time. I will try to remember that, because it was pretty special to get that affirmation from her.
Russi was Minnie Mouse. She added her personal touch to not just Minnie, but all her characters, infusing her personality into her roles. Russi never wanted fame for herself. She wanted the characters she voiced to take the center stage. Before I conclude this video, I want to send out my own personal message to Russi. Russi, you are not just my Minnie Mouse, but you were the Minnie Mouse for 3 generations of people. You brought joy to so many people around the world, and I can't even describe how much we miss you. We love you, Russi, and the Disney community misses you and Wayne very much. Rest well, Russi.
Aw, I'll never forget you.